Trigger warning. Ghosts, ghouls, and gruesome stuff ahead. It's weird. It's dark. It's your kind of vibe. Welcome to Haunted and Homicidal, the podcast where true crime meets the paranormal. I'm Lauren.
And I'm Courtney. Every week we uncover the terrifying, the twisted, and the totally unexplainable. Lock your doors and grab your sage.
Because things are about to get haunted and homicidal.
Well, it's a good thing you didn't.
Yeah, and I just I turned it off instead. So
yeah, your mouth's over here and that's over there. So what's that got to do with that?
I don't know. It's been a day already. Hey guys,
what's up?
It's been a day already, and it's like 10:25 in the morning.
Woot woot.
Yeah.
At least it ain't 6 o'clock in the morning.
Not on my birthday, it ain't. I didn't even get up until 8 o'clock. I'm like not doing it. I'm like, I figure if I set my alarm for 8, you're going to be here at 10. I had time to clean my house.
Yeah.
And you know, I deck scrubbed my entire house.
Yeah.
Wednesday after the bug people came and did their treatment. Deck scrubbed the entire fucking house. It took like 2 hours. Deck scrub, mop it up, deck scrub, mop it up. I mopped today and that water was black. I'm so upset. It was black, but to be fair, I've had like 15 people in my house over the last 2 days. Like both days.
Yeah.
My brother and my sister-in-law and the baby visited twice. My mom's been here a couple times. My grandma's been here a couple times.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I got to finally meet my niece.
Aww.
She is fucking beautiful. She is a beautiful baby, and she is such a good baby.
Surprisingly,
like,
with
I know, that's what I said. But they're like, she's a good baby, so she is going to be hell on wheels when she starts talking and walking around. I'm like, well, good luck. And I told her, I said, don't let it fool you. Because if the baby number 1 is good, it makes you want baby number 2. I said, and baby number 2, not going to be good.
No.
They're going to be bad.
The little devil.
Yeah. But, you know, it happens, and she is so quiet. I finally got to meet her. I didn't get to go when she was born because I was sick.
Yeah.
It's, there's that. I was so happy. I sent you the pictures.
Yeah, she looks very cute. Very cute.
She's fucking beautiful. Beautiful baby. She looks just like my nephew.
Got some hair.
Anyway, how was your holiday?
It was good. Well, I had to work.
So then it wasn't good.
Yeah. And then I went over to my parents. And they put the tree up, so we decorated the tree.
I saw all the Facebook pictures. Decent holiday.
Yeah, a lot of food. Ate a lot of food.
Yeah. I'm surprised I don't have as many leftovers as I was anticipating, but I have 3 grown boys here. So, and then of course, like for lunch and dinner, I've been eating it, just trying to get rid of it.
Yeah.
But I literally have like 20 pounds of turkey that I still need to get rid of.
Because I think we finished off the leftovers. I think Dad finished them off last night. So I think all that's left is the cranberries and mandarin oranges and the Jell-O.
Ooh, I like Jell-O.
I forgot to grab that Jell-O.
I like Jell-O, but we had peach cake. Oh, so good. My grandma brought carrot cake. My mom brought crack. You remember?
Yeah.
Her crack. That was gone in like 2 minutes.
Of course.
Gone. I didn't eat any of it because it's way too sweet for me. But I tore up that fucking peach cake last night. I forgot I had it because I put mine up and like hid it. Because I knew if I didn't, I wouldn't get any of it. Yeah. I tore that shit up. But peach cake is my favorite fucking cake. I love carrot cake too, but...
We had eclair cake.
Sounds good.
So we finished that off last night too.
Yeah. This one is going to be kind of long.
Lauren's got her big story.
I do.
So it's just her.
It's going to be like a 3-episode kind of thing. Again, this is going to be a kind of a long-ish one, and it's not going to be a duplicate murder. It's just going to be Uno man who has murdered a lot of people.
How many is a lot?
I don't know off the top of my head, but it's been a lot.
Okay.
Like 10 or so-ish.
Okay.
Around that area. Some unconfirmed. We just know that these are the confirmed victims.
Okay.
All right, so some of you might know who I'm going to talk about. Some of you may not, but it is Jerome Jerry Henry Brudos.
I don't think so.
He is the shoe fetish killer.
Maybe.
He was born January 31st of 1939. Makes him an Aquarius.
Oh, you remember the zodiac this time.
I did. See, I wasn't stressed when I was making these notes. I had time, so I remembered. He was born in Webster, South Dakota, and he was born to Marie Eileen and Henry Irvin Brudos. He was the younger of two boys. His mother had wanted the second child, which was a quote-unquote accidental pregnancy, to be a girl, and was very displeased that she gave birth to yet again another son.
Oh, no.
So that's already not off to a good start. We had another case like this where...
Oh, no.
Otis Toole.
Yes.
Where his mom wanted a girl and would dress him up and call him Nancy.
Please tell me she didn't do this to him.
Not really, no. But he was not unaware of the fact that she wanted him to be a girl. So she would frequently emotionally abuse and belittle Jerry, making it evident that she wanted him to be a girl while she doted on his older brother James. So again, she did not make it silent about this. She made it very, very, very clear that she did not want another boy. She wanted a girl. So the Brudos family lived a modest and pious lifestyle, except the fact that his mom's a complete, total fucking douchebag.
Yes.
Brudos' father typically held casual and often seasonal employment, like farming, things like that. Whereas his mother was a homemaker, so she did not work.
Homemaker bitch.
Yeah. Which just obviously would make that worse for Brudos. Like,
yes, because he's stuck with her.
Exactly. He wouldn't have like any space from all of this animosity that she harbored towards him that wasn't his fault.
She a bitch.
Not his fault he wasn't a girl, right?
Like you can't help that. You birthed him. Get over it. He's a boy.
Exactly. Even though Henry, his dad, was very short-tempered, he was not really physically abusive or emotionally critical towards his children. So his dad got angry really quick and had a little outburst, but he was not really physically, emotionally, mentally abusive towards the children. Yeah, well. However, Marie, the mom, was very harsh. She was matriarchal and prudish, and reserved the majority of her dinner. Reserved the majority of her denigration for her youngest son, Jerry, because, again, he wasn't a girl. As a direct result of his lacking of maternal acceptance as a young child, Brudos formed a very close relationship with the neighborhood women of a similar age to his mom. So,
I mean, he needs a mother figure since his mother's not being his mother.
Right. So this lady in the neighborhood was just nice. She was kind.
Well, good thing someone stepped up because his mom was a bitch.
Right. And imagine growing up knowing that your very existence was a disappointment. Exactly. That every glance from your mother was a reminder of the child she wished she'd had instead. And for Brudos, that rejection didn't just sting, it metastasized into obsession.
Of course,
and
because it was in his head
24/7. Exactly.
Every day.
Right.
All day.
And so him knowing that his mom wanted a girl kind of sheds some light on his obsession and what he does. Yes and no. Because as an adult, you make your own choices.
Well, yes, but
you can choose.
It started with mother.
You can choose not to follow that path and be better, or you can choose to allow what happened in your past to define you. And
well, he let his past define him. His mother was
use
bitch.
it as an excuse, which is pretty much what he did. So, the lady that he met, the neighborhood lady, she was both compassionate towards and accepting of Brudos. And Brudos later confessed to occasionally fantasizing that she was his real mom.
Aww.
Yeah, super sad. And like I said before, you can feel bad for the kid.
Yeah.
You can feel bad for the kid, even though they grow up to go and do heinous crimes. You can feel bad for the kid, and my heart goes out to the baby because it's not it wasn't ever his fault.
Exactly.
It was not ever his fault. Now, what he chose to do as an adult, that's completely different. But as a kid, it wasn't his fault. However, the woman suffered from diabetes, and her declining health forced her to cease permitting visits from him or other children. And shortly thereafter, a female childhood friend, the same age of Brudos, died of tuberculosis. And she was like a really, really, really good friend. And so he was left pretty much devastated. Yeah.
Oh, his friends are dying. That's so sad.
Yeah. I mean, the lady was super sick and couldn't, like, have kids over anymore. She couldn't help like she wanted to. And then, like, his best friend died of tuberculosis. You know, and he was just kind of, at that point, I feel like he felt like he was just alone, like 100% alone, because these two people that made him feel better, feel human, and didn't degrade him or abuse him or whatever, they're not there anymore. You know, and he had nothing to look forward to anymore. That's a kid. Like, as a kid, that's just devastating. Brudos was an unremarkable, which means, like, he just didn't, there was nothing that stood out about him. He was sickly, with very few friends, who frequently complained of throat pains and migraines. So the few friends he did have, one of them died. You know, so he was just kind of, it's not up to a good start. Really early in life at all. He had typically achieved average grades. In school, but his brother was academically achieving and popular, you know, so overshadowing Brudos even further.
Of course.
Either by his own volition or just because the mom did it. In high school, Brudos remained unremarkable to his peers and teachers alike, so their memories of him were just basic, generic. You know, he didn't stand out. They didn't seem to kind of think that there were any issues or, you know, whatever the situation was. He just not unrememberable, but not remarkable. You know, which I guess could be a good thing, you know, in this sense, because, well, good and bad, because in this sense, nothing stood out. Nobody looked at him as something was wrong. So they didn't catch it in time. He seldom engaged in extracurricular activities, although he is known to have been the secretary-treasurer of a youth club in his early teens, so he did try. He did try to get out there and be social and, you know, be cool a little bit. It just, I guess, just didn't pan out. Largely due to Henry Brudos' seasonal work, which, again, this is the dad. The family frequently moved homes. Typically around the Pacific Northwest throughout Brudos' childhood before permanently settling in Salem, Oregon, which was also on farmland. So again, his dad was like a seasonal farmer looking for work. Brudos harbored a lifelong shoe and foot fetish.
I don't like feet. I don't know how people.
Yeah, I don't understand it. Like, either, like, shoes either. Like, I know women who have, like, millions of shoes.
I pretty much wear.
I have 4 pairs
Crocs.
of shoes.
Like, I have, like, probably less than 10 pairs of shoes.
I have 4 pairs.
But I only wear, like, my work shoes and my Crocs majority.
I have 5 pairs of shoes. I have 2 pairs of tennis shoes, 2 pairs of, like, slippers, and my flip-flops. 5 pairs. That's it. And I stay in my flip-flops unless, like, you know, when I was working weekends or whatever, and you can't wear flip-flops. Schmappa-schmons. You had to wear tennis shoes. So outside of that, like, I had Crocs when I worked at Schmitza-Schmut. And they were shoes for cruise Crocs, and they were so fucking comfortable. And then I don't remember which dog ate them, but I think it was Dixie. But she ate 2 pair, and then I stopped working there, so I didn't. But I probably need a good pair of Crocs. Like, they're so fucking comfortable, and they can just slip on, and I go.
Yeah, I have 2 pairs, but I have to get some new ones because the bottoms are, like, worn.
Yeah, because you wear them so much. That's like with these flip-flops. Like, they start out really thick, but I wear them so much that they're like this now. Yeah. So, I mean, I don't understand shoe fetishes either. It is what it is. People like what they like. But Brudo later recollected his fascination for women's shoes and feet sourced from an incident when he was about 5 years old, observed a teenage daughter of a family friend lying asleep on his bed. They'd been visiting, and I guess she was tired, so she went to lay down and take a nap in his room.
Okay.
Having been allowed to do so by Brudos' parents after she complained of feeling unwell, so she didn't feel good, didn't want to take a nap. So like, hey, you can go lay in his bed. He'll keep him in here. He can play or whatever. According to Brudos, he was quote-unquote transfixed by the sight of the girl's high-heeled shoes and attempted to pry them off of her feet. The girl awoke and simply told him to leave the room.
Yeah, that would wake me up too.
It would wake me up too.
Playing with my feet.
Yeah, he just wanted the shoes. He didn't care about her. He just wanted the shoes. But again, I think a lot of that stems back to his mom wanting him to be a girl and not being quiet about it.
Yeah.
Girls wear high-heeled shoes. So I think that's, like, I don't think they ever confirm that, but that's just kind of my, after doing the research, kind of my piecing together of maybe why it started, especially as early as 5 years old.
Yeah.
On another occasion, still at the age of 5, Brudos discovered a pair of open-toed leather high-heeled shoes with a rhinestone-studded clasp while exploring a local junkyard, and he wore them home.
Okay.
Yeah, he was just so... In response, Brudos' mother shrieked that he was wicked and ordered him to remove the shoes and return them to the junkyard. Upon learning that her son had secretly retained the footwear and that he frequently secretly wore them, Brudos' mother severely beat him before burning the shoes in his presence.
But yet you wanted him to be a girl.
Yeah.
Bitch.
Make up your fucking mind.
Bitch.
Make up your fucking mind. So in that moment, a 5-year-old boy watching his mother burn the thing he desired the most would become a twisted cornerstone of his sexuality. What she thought she destroyed actually branded into him. But can you imagine this little baby found these shoes out while he was playing and was so excited to show his mom?
Yeah, because she wants him to be a girl.
She tells him, you're disgusting, you're an abomination, you are wicked, beats him within an inch of his life, and then burns the shoes in front of him. Can you fucking imagine?
Like, bitch, you're the reason he fucking wants the shoes to begin with, because you beat it into his head.
Exactly.
That he should have been a fucking girl.
And so then he wears the shoes, and then you're like, oh, fuck no, you're a boy. You're not going to wear shoes like that. Those are girl shoes. Make up your fucking mind. This is like, it's a mind fuck.
Mm-hmm.
And to a point, I can understand why he elevated the way he did and did what he did, because
his mother,
9 times out of 10, almost all of the people that we have covered.
This can be like Pazuzu, where his mother makes my eye twitch.
Yeah. Well, of all the people that we have covered, their growing up is a very solid reason. This, it's like you can see from the very beginning how it builds up. I mean, and like I said, feel bad for the child, because no child should have to go through any of this. So 2 years later, after this incident, Brudos attempted to steal the high-heeled shoes of his first grade teacher.
How you gonna do that?
I guess so. I think what had happened was, like, in class, like when they're doing quiet work, or if it's like nap time, because it was like first grade. I don't know. Maybe back in the 40s when they did this, they had nap time for first graders. I know, right? Maybe she had just like taken them off under her desk and like propped her feet up on the desk or something. That's all I can think of, is like why she wasn't wearing the shoes at that time, because he was trying to put them in his book bag. Anyway, when he was caught, Brudos confessed to his actions, although when asked why, he claimed he did not know why he tried to steal the footwear. I guess just thinking back to what his mom did, just maybe being ashamed or scared that he was going to get brutalized again from his mother. Brudos failed the second grade. He was diagnosed with measles, sore throat, swollen glands, and laryngitis during this time, so he was not in school a lot, so he failed. He had to get several operations on his extremities to fight against the fungal infections from being sick for so long. He also complained again of frequent headaches that often left him unable to see clearly. School officials thought that eyeglasses might solve the problem and alleviate the problems he was having in school with, like, glasses. Because I know if you need glasses and you're not wearing them, headaches are horrible.
Yeah.
And a lot of the time, putting prescription lenses on helps. So that was kind of, the school's theory about trying to do something to help this boy. However, the optometrist did not find a significant need for glasses. A thin prescription was given to Jerry with the thought they may function similar to a drug placebo. If they have them, you tell them it's going to work, they're eventually going to believe it's going to work.
Yeah.
And then it works. His headaches persisted, and his eventual IQ was tested, which came out to be within the normal range. So they thought maybe he was having problems and was, like, low functioning. He was not. He was average, functioning like everybody else. But the headaches did not stop with the glasses. So there was some underlying something going on. Turns out it's psychosis. Again, because, whether or not you're diagnosed psychopathic, you cannot go and commit the crimes that he's committed and not be a psychopath.
Yeah.
Like, you just can't. I'm sorry. You're killing people. There is no way you're not crazy.
Yeah.
Now, legally, I don't know. You're fucking nuts. Like, you're nuts. I'm sorry. No, I'm not. I'm not fucking sorry. You're goddamn nuts if you're just going out there killing people, okay? So by the onset of puberty, which obviously before that, because he started around 5, Brudos had then developed a fetish for women's underwear and lingerie. According to Brudos, he was introduced to the practice of viewing, fondling, and smelling the female underwear by a neighborhood boy with several older sisters. And with whom he occasionally sneaked into the girls' bedrooms to perform these acts, which invoked deep erotic feelings within him, which he initially failed to understand because he was so young. So,
okay, kid, why are you doing that to your sisters?
Your sisters. Your fucking sisters. Yeah, so even, he was introduced to this stuff by somebody else. Like, these were not thoughts that he was coming up with on his own. Somebody else led him there, right?
With the
Yeah.
For one, why are you smelling your sisters?
Yes, I don't understand.
Why?
Look, I don't know if females do these things. Maybe they do. Maybe they get off on smelling some man's skid-marked boxers. I don't know, okay? It is not me. Now, do I love the smell of a man? Absolutely. I love the way my husband smells. Like, I don't mean like freshly bathed with a lot of cologne on either. Now, I do love that. Absolutely, I love that. Speaking of, hold please. Hello.
What do you want?
Y'all doing stuff today?
Yeah, babe, it's Sunday.
I thought you said it was like 3 weeks.
Yeah, it's been 3 weeks. Yeah.
You're recording now?
Yes.
Hello,
We can
motherfucker.
I don't want to talk while you're recording.
We talk while we're recording every single time we record. It's fine.
Okay, I know. I don't want to hear me on the... I'll talk to y'all later.
What do you mean you don't want to hear? You're going to be on it anyway, so you just get used to it.
Mm-hmm. All right, well, y'all do y'all stuff. I'll be out on 3 weeks of luck.
Yeah, I told you we were recording today.
Well,
And, like, I literally sent you the picture. I sent you the picture of what she brought me for my birthday.
What?
The crystals?
Oh, yeah.
Wait, you'll look into what? Your last text to me was, I'll look into it. What are you looking into?
Oh, your crystal thing.
Huh?
Crystal shell?
Oh, the shell. Yeah, so... Wait a minute. You responded to the message but didn't remember what the picture was? Because it was with the picture.
Look, you sent me a lot of pictures.
I sent you one picture.
Sent me some motherfucking flyers.
Wait a minute.
What?
Wait a minute. I just saw something.
Saw what? What?
I don't know. Maybe it was my memories because it was me with a broccoli head.
Oh. Your memories?
I think it was my memory because it was me with a broccoli head.
From what I tagged you in last year.
Maybe.
Yeah, because that was one of the pictures I posted of you for your birthday.
Yeah, I saw it and I was like, wait a minute. I don't see it now. Yeah, it was 4 years ago. I was like, wait, I have a broccoli face. That was my favorite fucking Snapchat filter, too, and they never have it anymore. Without fail.
It's like he knows.
Yeah. He should know.
He should know.
I forgot.
That's his excuse.
Yeah.
He just wants to hear his voice on the podcast. Yeah. So he acts like he forgot.
Yeah, I'll put him on there. He said he didn't want to hear his voice, but I'm doing it. And he knows I'm going to do it. Okay. As a teenager, Brudos would steal underwear from female neighbors upon moments of opportunism, some of which he would later wear.
What?
So, like, it wasn't just these teenage girls that he was stealing from.
Yeah.
It was any female neighbor. Spark of opportunity. They weren't home, left a window open, door unlocked. He just went in, got their underwear, took it, and would wear it later. Sometimes, hello, Ed Gein.
Okay.
Which I finished because I got tired of waiting on y'all.
I'm sorry I was gone for 3 weeks.
It was horrible. I am so uncomfortable.
You're the one that watched it without me.
I would have been uncomfortable with or without you. I was so uncomfortable. I was so uncomfortable with Richard Speck because he is the guy. So the character, Richard Speck, he is another serial killer.
Okay.
Who, like, fell in love with Ed Gein and wanted to be like him and replicated. And it was very uncomfortable watching his scenes in the show. And even more uncomfortable because, you know, in Hocus Pocus, the blonde-headed guy that they meet, or, you know, when Max...
The dumb dude.
Him and Ice.
Yeah.
Ernie, but
yeah.
they call me Ice.
Yeah.
The blonde-headed guy, he plays Richard Speck. So it's very...
That's why he popped up on my TikTok.
Yes. So it's very difficult seeing Hollywood, you know.
Yeah.
Playing this particular character. He plays it very well, but it turned my stomach. It was such a hard show to watch. It was so difficult.
Yeah.
And then just the voice. I can't deal with Ed Gein's voice. He was very soft-spoken, but he did not sound like a fucking Kermit the Frog Muppet. Okay, he did not sound like that. You can listen to the recordings. He didn't sound like that. It's very uncomfortable. I mean, anytime you'll see him in another movie or TV show, you're going to hear him talk like this, even if he's not talking like that, you know. My name's Jeff, kind of thing.
My name's Jeff.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of, have you seen... Oh, my God. Okay, like, sidetrack.
Like, we haven't been sidetracked this entire fucking time.
We have problems. But that reminded me, there is this, like, video game, VRChat video game that's online.
Yeah.
And it's this worm alien thing named Marcus. Have you seen it?
No.
Oh, my God. It is the funniest fucking thing. There's, like, several, like, they're, like, minute long episodes. Or not episodes, but it's just, like, they're, like, on Twitch or whatever, recording the game. Yeah. And it's some kind of VRChat game. And it is fucking hilarious. And it's this worm thing named Marcus. And so I have been obsessed with it for probably about a month now. And I found this sweater that I want. You're not going to understand it, but I'm going to show you the video later.
Okay.
So that's the sweater.
Oh, that's what you tagged him in.
Yes, that's Marcus.
I don't like this rock.
You don't understand it. I will show you that video, and that is the video that got me, like, obsessed because... Same.
Yeah.
Like, the rock is just pissing him off. And sometimes, like, I remember I was driving to work one day and the shadows were pissing me off. I was so mad about shadows. I don't know.
What do you mean shadows?
Shadows. Just, like, shadows from the tree, shadows from passing cars, shadows from post signs. I was just driving and the shadows were making me visibly angry. I was angry at the shadows. And so him being mad at this rock, I was like, I've been there. I have been there. That is me. I am Marcus.
If you
but
were,
it's fucking wild. Like, the videos are so funny. He, like, obliterated South Carolina or removed South Carolina from the map or something.
Damn.
Because he was mad at a cabinet. He was like, this cabinet is incorrect. And he's like, what's wrong with it? And he's like, I'm going to go remove South Carolina.
Why South Carolina?
I don't know. Oh God, it is hilarious to talk about that. So if any of you guys know Marcus, like, you'll get it. You're going to know Marcus today, and you're probably going to get obsessed with it too because it's fucking hilarious. Okay. It makes no sense.
Okay.
Which is why I like it, because that's like how my brain functions. Like, and I feel so seen.
Yeah.
Yeah. So back to the story. Larry, which again is Brudos' brother, was 16 at this time, and he had like a normal fascination with the nude female body, like
of course
males do between 15 and 16. It's normal. Like, it wasn't obsessive or creepy or anything. It was just a typical 16-year-old boy figuring out girls, right?
Yeah.
He did draw pictures of naked women, which, I mean, I'm guessing teenage boys do. I don't know. But I don't know if this is like normal for men. I would assume probably, because they look at like Hustler and stuff like that, which is naked women. So, but it wasn't like anything weird or like he wasn't drawing nude women with their heads cut off or anything like that. It was just probably very rudimentary naked stick figures with boobs or something. Yeah. He did keep them hidden in fear that his mom would find them, because of how psycho she was.
Yeah. And her perfect little Larry can't be tainted.
Right. And so, like, he was worried that she would get angry and maybe become abusive towards him. Or it doesn't really say that if she was ever abusive towards him, he was the golden child. So I would assume possibly, but never to the extent that she was towards Jerry. Jerry eventually found the box of the drawings. He found where they were hidden, and he picked the lock because he was curious to see what was inside of them. While he was picking the lock, he was caught by his mom, and he took the blame for the drawings instead of his brother.
Because she probably won't believe him anyway if he said they were they were Larry's.
Right. I mean, but he found them obviously like in Larry's room, but
if he had them in his room.
But Jerry was like, no, they're mine. Just, I guess maybe in a way to protect his brother, knowing his mom's brutality.
And his mom already doesn't like him, but
and like you said, may not have believed him anyway.
Yeah. Are you good there?
Or something chewy in my drink.
Why are you chewing
it's a cherry. It's a cherry.
The fuck did you get?
I got Diet Dr. Pepper with sugar-free cherry and vanilla. It's like a cherry vanilla. Yeah, it's got real cherries in it. I love it. Oh. It scared me for a second because I forgot. And I'm like, what is that? I'm just going to chew it anyway.
What?
Bug be damned. No, it was a cherry because I tasted it afterwards. Okay. So by the onset of puberty, Jerry still had not learned the act of sexual intercourse. So he really didn't understand it. Yeah. He hadn't had it. But he did become obsessed with viewing a naked female peer. However, he was markedly shy around girls in his neighborhood and at school, so, like, he would secretly watch them, but when they were in his presence, he was very demure, very kind, very quiet.
Nope.
Very demure.
I hated that fucking trend when it came out. Fuck that. No. That was annoying as shit.
He was very shy. He wasn't like boastful or outgoing or like aggressive like a lot of men are. He lacked self-confidence. He definitely lacked self-awareness. So again, like nothing outwardly wrong or concerning about this child, right? Moreover, his height and severe acne further decreased his confidence in his ability to appeal to girls.
Wait, how tall was he?
I don't know. I'm going to look that up.
Because was he short?
I'm not sure. Maybe. No, Brudos was big. Big. Yeah, he was 6 foot tall.
Oh.
So he was, I do 200 pounds, 6 foot, 200 pounds. So he was... I'm not going to say he was fat because he wasn't, because 6 foot at 200 pounds is about a normal build for that height. But he was that way from teenagehood. He was a big boy. Big boy. So, him just being freakishly tall at the age of 15, 6 foot tall, a larger build, and acne, girls were just kind of like,
scary.
Yeah. They're like, talking, not today.
Yeah.
Not today. I mean, because even though he was shy, and, you know, not sure of himself around females. I guess just him being that big was kind of intimidating. I'm intimidated by tall people because I'm 5'3".
Yeah.
I'm short. I'm tiny, you know, but really tall people.
But give me a tall king, though. I don't want.
No, I'm happy with my 5'8" husband. Perfectly happy. And it's great because, like, he doesn't have to bend down 16 feet to give me a kiss, and I don't have to get on my tippy toes. 16 feet? I'm just saying.
I just want taller than me.
That's everybody for me. Literally everybody. We get sidetracked a lot. Sorry, guys. So we're going to get back to the story. By approximately 1953, Brudos, who was still oblivious to the act of intercourse, had started masturbating. So he wasn't oblivious to the needs of a male. Anyway, he started to masturbate, which again, 16, 17 years old, that's what they do. He later claimed to fail to ejaculate during the act of masturbation as a teen, although he frequently experienced wet dreams. So while he was jerking the turkin, nothing was popping. Okay. And then when he went to sleep, it like, boop, there it is, right there.
So I said, I'm going to do it while you sleep, but not when you're awake.
Yeah. Like he couldn't finish on his own, you know, and he just like gave up. And then while he was sleeping, his thing was like, nope, gotta go. I gotta go. I don't know what any of that's like because I'm not a boy. But anyway, whenever his mother discovered semen stains on his bed sheets, she punished him, beat him.
So does she do the same thing to his brother then? Because I'm pretty sure
it doesn't. We don't really ever know. But she would force him to wash his own sheets. Same woman, same. Like, I'm not washing.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm not touching that shit.
I'm not washing that, but I'm not going to abuse my child for having a natural bodily function.
Exactly. Like, they can't help it, they're asleep.
You wash your own shit. I don't care if you're doing it. I don't care. Wash your own shit. Do not leave crusty socks, shirts, sheets anywhere for me. I don't do their clothes anyway. Once they were old enough to learn how to work a washing machine, they are in charge of doing their own clothes, their own bed sheets. I don't do it for them because I'm trying to teach my children life skills. I want my children to understand that it's not just the woman's job in the home. It's not just the man's job to make money. The man needs to help clean, you know, and the women need to work and, you know, do what they need to do and not expect someone to take care of them.
Nowadays, shit's too fucking expensive.
Yeah. So they need to learn how to do these things on their own. So I'm not going to punish them for doing normal fucking things. So, you know, she would make him wash his own sheets and whatever. And these quote unquote wet dreams, he later admitted, were of him fantasizing that he would capture a girl and force him to obey his every command and beg for mercy. But again, this was not known until like later after everything had happened. Because if that were something that we knew up front, definitely red flag, but we did not, they did not have this information ahead of time. So, Brudos began stalking local women in his early teens, several of whom he discreetly photographed. He also stole and retained numerous items of lingerie or footwear from these victims.
Yeah.
However, none of these initial offenses were violent in nature, although by his mid-teens, he had begun developing violent fantasies of forcibly possessing a woman. Again, we did not know this until way later.
Okay.
At the age of 16, Brudos dug an underground tunnel and alcove close to his family home to symbolically enact his developing fantasies regarding captive women.
What? When did he have what?
I don't know. I guess when he wasn't in school, he was digging a tunnel.
Okay.
Secret tunnel.
Secret tunnel.
Yeah. According to Brudos, at this time, he still had only basic knowledge of sexual intercourse at the time he constructed the tunnel. And his purpose in constructing the lair was not to rape his captive. He simply wished to have a woman. Okay. He just wanted her. Just wanted her. He wasn't trying to rape her or beat her. He just wanted to have somebody there who had to listen to him, had to be his friend, had to talk to him, you know.
I mean, he just wanted a female companion.
Yeah, he just wanted a friend.
His close ones died.
Not justifying this, but initially
to him, because his close ones died. His mother's a bitch,
and he didn't really have many other friends because he was so like overwhelmingly tall and just intimidating, even though he was really, really shy and quiet. So I'm not justifying it, but he this sounded like he just wanted a friend, and he felt like the only way to get a friend was to force a friendship.
Yeah.
Initially. He spent numerous hours within his lair hoping to entrap a captive. Although no women were confined at this location, Brudos did lure a neighborhood girl into his bedroom under innocuous pretenses to facilitate his sexual fantasies at the age of 16. Initially, Jerry had stolen her undergarments and created an elaborate plan to get her to his house under the guise of helping her get her undergarments back. It doesn't say really like if he told her, hey, I know who took them. Let's go to my house. Let's collect some things and we'll go find them. Or I took them. If you want them back, you have to follow me. It really didn't kind of specify. But shortly after luring the girl, Brudos exited his bedroom only to reappear moments later wearing a mask and brandishing a knife. He forced the girl to strip naked and took several photos of her before fleeing. He ran out of the room. Moments later, he came back wearing his original shirt with his hair in disarray with a minor scuff mark on his cheek, claiming that the intruder had locked him in the family barn at knife point.
He had a whole ass plan.
Yeah. He
Goddamn.
had a split personality,
Apparently.
So he thought she bought it. Like, this is a great idea. It wasn't.
No.
Within a year of this first known violent offense, Brudos had established a pattern of abducting girls his own age or younger, typically at knife point, and forcing them into a barn upon his family farm before ordering them to disrobe and photographing them. He would lock these girls in a corn crib, which is a shed or something similar to store and dry corn. So it was just used for corn. Before reappearing several minutes later wearing different clothing and with his hair combed in a different fashion, he would then release the girl, explaining that he was, quote-unquote, Ed, Jerry's twin brother.
What the hell?
And feign shock at her account of the ordeal before asking, he didn't hurt you, did he?
What the fuck?
He thought this was like a brilliant plan.
What the hell?
Brudos would then claim his twin brother, quote-unquote, Jerry, was, quote-unquote, in therapy. This is going to set him back a bit, unquote. Before pleading with the girl not to inform anyone of her ordeal and promising to locate and destroy the camera, quote-unquote, Jerry had used. So he pretended to be his brother, not his real brother, just a brother named Ed. Ed Gein, anybody. And then, he's in therapy. He, this is like a normal occurrence for him. This is going to set him back so much. Please don't tell anybody. I'll find the camera. I'll destroy the photos. That was like the whole spiel.
Did they believe this shit?
I think maybe some of them did. They were too scared not to. So yeah. None of the girls were subject to physical assault beyond tentative fondling and likely as a defense mechanism. None are known to have informed the authorities of these experiences. So they never went to anybody. It was never found out till later when he was caught for what he did.
Okay.
So, he just kind of molested them.
Yeah.
No intercourse or insertions of any type. Just grabbed their boobs or butt, maybe between the legs, you know, and then sent them on their way. Every fantasy needed a scapegoat or someone to blame, so Jerry created one, an alter ego named Ed, the quote-unquote innocent twin, the good boy, because if Ed did it, then Jerry didn't have to face what he was becoming. So he not only created this alter ego as a ruse for the females, he did it as himself as a way to kind of justify what was happening, but it wasn't him, so it wasn't really happening.
Okay.
Psycho. On one occasion in April of 1956, Brudos persuaded a 17-year-old girl to accompany him on a date. Upon driving the girl to a deserted road, he ordered her to undress. However, the girl refused, whereupon Brudos dragged her from the car and proceeded to beat her, breaking her nose.
What the hell?
This was the first time he became physical.
Okay.
The first time. The girl's screams and general altercation attracted the attention of a young couple driving by who stopped and intervened. Brudos lamely claimed that the girl had fallen from the car before changing his story to claim the hysterical girl had been attacked by, quote-unquote, some weirdo he had overpowered. His story was not believed.
Of course not.
And the couple drove the two to the nearest police station where Brudos admitted to attacking the girl, but claimed that his intention had been to simply intimidate her into removing her clothes in order to photograph her. He denied ever committing any previous acts of this nature and insisted that his temper had simply gotten the better of him.
Yeah, sure, go with that, dude.
So he said, no, I've never done this before. I just got mad because she wouldn't, get undressed and consent to me photographing her completely fucking naked because I'm a goddamn giant creep.
Yeah. But the fact that he went, he's big dude, and the fact that he went, they were able to just get him in the car and take him to jail. The police.
I mean, they didn't take him to jail. They took him to the police station.
Well, yeah, but the fact that
they were able to do that. He just, because he was not aggressive towards men, obviously. Yeah. And so I think he just got scared, and it was his first time.
Yeah.
And his first time for attacking somebody initially anyway.
Okay.
So he was arrested upon charges of assault and battery, and a subsequent search of Brudos' bedroom revealed his extensive collection of female clothing plus numerous Polaroid photographs of teenage girls, one of whom they were able to identify. The girl was contacted and revealed that her ordeal at the hands of quote-unquote Ed's twin brother the previous August. Brudos was remanded in custody to be referred to the Polk County Juvenile Department because, again, he was 17.
Yeah.
So, Brudos was treated as a juvenile offender and sent to undergo psychiatric evaluations within the Oregon State Hospital. He entered the facility on April 16th of 1956, where he remained for 9 months and was permitted to leave the facility only to attend school. While at the facility, Brudos was subjected to a range of evaluations. These tests concluded that he was a depressive individual who suffered from a schizotypal personality disorder, but was not grossly mentally ill or suffering from delusions. The initial diagnosis was adjustment reaction of adolescence with sexual deviation and fetishism. Furthermore, the doctors at this facility concluded that Brudos' sexual fantasies revolved around the hatred he harbored toward his mother and women in general.
Okay.
So basically, they're saying he was depressive, bipolar.
Okay.
And schizotypal personality, schizophrenic, though he was not having hallucinations or delusions or anything like that. So while hospitalized, Jerry was allowed to, again, still attend high school during the day at North Salem School in Dallas, Oregon. The official diagnosis of borderline schizophrenic, that's pretty much what they landed on, which is what I just said. But that was also a diagnosis that was frequently given during this time. So any kind of mental issue, schizophrenia. And sometimes it truly wasn't.
Yeah.
I don't think he was schizophrenic outside of the fact that he created this alter ego and believed it.
Yeah.
Psychopathic, yes. Schizophrenic, but borderline, like they're saying, I think that was probably true for him.
Yeah.
Upon completion of his evaluations, after about the eight or 9 months of hospitalization, Brudos returned to live with his parents and was deemed to, quote unquote, not be a danger to society.
I'm surprised his mom went back in the house.
Well, didn't have a choice. He was a kid. Wasn't of age yet.
Yeah.
So 9 months in the psychiatric ward, yet nobody saw the storm coming. They all thought he was fine.
Yeah.
In the 1950s, they didn't have language for men like Jerry Brudos. Words like sexual sadism were not part of the conversation. That was 60s, 70s, 80s kind of thing. So they knew there was something because they called it fetishism, sexualization. Yeah. But it wasn't they didn't have a true term. It wasn't super research. He just kind of fell within this broad spectrum of several different diseases that lay on top of each other.
Yeah.
So an average scholar, again, he was not remarkable by any means. He graduated 142nd out of a class of 202 from Corvallis High School in 1957. He was in the lower 30% of his class.
Okay.
He tried to attend college and advanced technology schools, including Oregon State University and Salem Technical Vocational School. His attendance was erratic, and he eventually gave up on school, probably from digging tunnels. I don't know.
Probably.
2 years later, in March of 1959, Brudos joined the Army, where he trained as a communications technician. Although he became highly skilled in this profession, his military service was largely unremarkable, and he gained a reputation among his fellow soldiers as something of a fantasist who repeatedly claimed to be in a casual sexual relationship with a quote-unquote beautiful Korean girl.
What?
Whom he stated would sneak into his bed every evening, which is not the truth because these men would be up way past when he was claiming this was happening and nobody snuck in.
Yeah.
So he was just...
They all sleep together. So.
He was just a liar.
Yeah.
Let's call it what it is.
Yeah.
Brudos was discharged from the Army in October of 1959, having been classified as psychologically unfit for military service. He moved back into his parents' 2-bedroom home in Corvallis, Oregon, and soon found employment at a local radio station as an electrical engineer.
Okay.
To his colleagues, Brudos was an eminent, proficient, and conscientious employee who conveyed a mild-mannered demeanor, yet seemed to lack any ambition to advance himself despite being a licensed broadcast technician. So he was just like,
I'm fine with what?
yeah, I'm cool. Like, I could go further, but
Yeah.
I'm good. I don't want to.
Yeah.
Throughout the years, Brudos resided with his parents. His mother allowed him to sleep in the second bedroom while his older brother was at college. However, when his brother returned home, they didn't say, hey, here's a blow-up mattress, here's a pull-out couch, you can sleep on the couch. No, they told him he could sleep in the shed at the back end of the property.
Wait, didn't he have a bedroom, though?
No. That was his brother's bedroom.
Oh, they shared a bedroom?
No. So when he went off to the Army and the brother went to college, they moved again because of the seasonal farm work. So they only got a 2-bedroom house. So with Jerry out of the house because of being hospitalized and then joining the Army, he was gone for a while. Brother was at college. They only had the 2-bedroom. The bedroom was for his brother. Why would they give a bedroom to Jerry? So
bitch,
they allowed him to use it while the brother was in college, but when he came home, they're like, shed the back of the property. Not even you can sleep on the couch or blow up mattress, or we'll get a day bed, a trundle bed.
Again, his mother's a bitch.
Yes, back of the property. So on one occasion in 1960, Brudos observed a young woman wearing revealing clothing. He discreetly followed this woman to her Salem apartment, where he strangled her into a semi-conscious state before fleeing with her shoes.
He's like, I want shoes.
He just choked her out, didn't rape her, didn't molest her, didn't fondle her.
It's like Mort with King Julian on Madagascar.
Just took her shoes and left.
Yeah.
Like, just ask me for my shoes. I'll fucking give them to you. You don't have to choke me out.
It's like Mort with King Julian on Madagascar, who's obsessed with his feet.
Yeah. So I don't know. Shortly thereafter, Brudos observed another attractive young woman wearing high-heeled shoes. He attempted to overpower and strangle this woman. However, she fought back, and Brudos fled the scene with only one of her shoes.
He only got one shoe.
Only one shoe. He kept the footwear of both women in the shed, frequently sleeping with them. So that back shed that he was banished to when his brother came home, that's where he was hiding all of his stuff. Brudos was not arrested for either of these offenses. I don't know if they were even reported. But
probably not.
Here's where we're starting to kind of get a little sketchy. He was arrested for the initial offense where he beat that girl up.
Yeah.
There have been other offenses since then. So, like, this is the point where they should start keeping an eye on him. They didn't, but they should have. So, it's not that I don't like... It's not that I have a problem with the police, as some people have said. Sounds like I have an issue with the police. I have an issue with shitty police work. I have an issue with shitty detectives. I have an issue with people frequently being arrested for the same fucking thing and then released, and then they wind up killing 10, 12 people. That's my problem. I have a problem with detective work. I'm behind the police when they're doing it the right fucking way and what they're being paid to do. Thank you for this TED Talk. So approximately 1 year after gaining employment at the Corvallis radio station, Brudos became acquainted with a 17-year-old girl named Ralphine Schwindler. He became acquainted with Schwindler via a teenage boy who, being an amateur electronics enthusiast, frequently visited the radio station to observe and question Brudos as to aspects of his work, and who had jokingly remarked about his shyness around female employees. So Brudos, again, even after the military, growing up, he's a full-ass adult now, still was not comfortable in his own skin around particularly females. According to Brudos, he had jokingly remarked to the youth to find him a girlfriend. To his surprise, the teenager agreed and took him to Schwindler's home. Ralphie's parents disapproved of their relationship immediately, which, of course, as a 17-year-old girl, makes you want to do it more.
Yeah.
That made the relationship and the prospect of this man...
He's like, what, 20, 21 now?
Like 21, 22, yeah. Yep. So, on September 30th of 1961, Brudos and Schwindler, just a few months after meeting and 1 month pregnant at the time, got married. So, he found out what intercourse was. Finally.
Alrighty then, dude.
The newlyweds resided initially in Portland, Oregon, before relocating to a small house in the suburb of Salem in the summer of 1968. Their marriage ultimately produced two children, a daughter named Teresa. She was born in 1962, so that was the one that Ralphie was pregnant with right before they got married.
Okay.
And a son, Brian, 5 years later in 1967. To supplement the family income, Brudos occasionally repaired vehicles in the family garage. We're going to talk about this garage eventually.
Oh, God.
They moved frequently because Brudos couldn't hold a job for long.
What the hell did you type?
Long lick. I don't know. Brudos was never physically or emotionally abusive towards his wife, although in the early years of their marriage, he insisted she frequently walk around the house and perform housework naked. Which,
some guys, that's not bad.
It's like not super weird.
No.
That's normal. Like, I know a lot of men probably would love to see their females in like a little sexy nurse or a sexy maid outfit cleaning, it's just like kinky. Okay. But like nothing, no kink shame here. That's like, I would think that's normal. I would think it's not normal if he was like, no, just like wear sweatpants all day long and like a big ass shirt. And I don't want to see your ankles or anything, you fucking slut. Like, that would be weird to me.
Yeah.
Like a man wanting to see his wife sexy while cleaning house and doing womanly duties, like especially in this time when gender roles were like strict.
Yeah.
I don't see anything like weird about that.
Yeah.
That's just me. Or us, I guess. That's just us. It's not weird to us.
Yeah.
Except he wanted her to wear a pair of high-heeled shoes the whole time. Yeah, that's like men have it's like a men thing.
Yeah.
They just have a fetish with like high-heeled shoes. Like, I had high-heeled boots that drove my husband crazy. I don't wear them because my balance is off in them. I don't even know where they are. I don't think I even have them anymore, but like, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. And he would also often photograph her before they would end up having sex.
Yeah.
So, also not, like, not unusual.
Yeah.
I don't think they're married, consensual, whatever. For several years, though, his wife acquiesced to these proclivities, and Brudos is not known to have committed any sexual offenses during the early years of their marriage. So, like, the first couple years of their marriage, he was not known to have done anything. Like, there's no dead women, no evidence, nothing like that. By the mid-1960s, Teresa, which is his daughter, was a toddler, and in so demanded more physical attention and nurturing from her mom.
Of course, as a toddler.
Right, it's a baby. As such, Ralphine had began to refuse in participating in the nude household high heel modeling, photography, and sexual rituals, should her daughter accidentally see what was happening. Legit. When you start having kids and they get old enough to kind of understand and see, like, these things are not appropriate. These things should be moved to the bedroom when the kids are sleeping, right? Yeah. So, I get it. For further, Brudos had begun putting on weight. His wife would later state that although she never informed her husband, his physical appearance began to repel her.
Wow.
So, he was letting himself go. He was getting really chunky. Before, he was just like really tall, sturdy, but then he kind of like beer belly kind of thing, fat face.
He was feeding well, eating well.
Yeah. Yeah. Got a wife. She's a homemaker, so she's cooking all the time, probably really good meals. However, although Ralphine remained loyal to her husband, the two engaged in intercourse increasingly infrequently because, again, she was repulsed. And Ralphine devoted more of her time to her daughter and social activities with other female friends. And Brudos spent an increasingly amount of time either working about the house or in his garage workshop, focusing on various electronic projects. In May of 1967, as his wife was in the hospital giving birth to their second child, Brudos discreetly followed a young woman wearing attractive high-heeled shoes to her home. He waited until nightfall before entering her apartment, whereupon he proceeded to choke her into unconsciousness. So, while his wife was laying in a hospital bed giving birth, Jerry was across town, creating a new life of a different kind. The monster he'd been shaping for decades finally took his first breath. So this was his first...
While his wife's giving birth.
His first real attack. While his wife was giving birth to their second and final child.
Alrighty then.
Brudos would later state his intentions upon entering the household did not initially include rape, but the sight of a young, attractive woman lying limp at his mercy beneath him aroused him to such a degree that he did eventually rape her unconscious body before fleeing from her apartment with her high-heeled shoes. So,
of course,
again, every time prior to this, rape was not anything. He just choked them, took their shoes. That was it. He didn't do anything further physically. Yeah. This was his first initial real crime that started everything that caused him to escalate further into what he eventually did. The following year, Brudos was arrested by Corvallis police while on the grounds of an Oregon State University women's dorm. He was charged with stealing women's clothing and was wearing pedal pushers, high-heeled shoes, and women's underwear at the time of his arrest.
What the hell?
He was charged, but again, not locked up or as seen as a long-term danger to himself or others. So This is why I am saying it's the whole fucking police department, because he had multiple charges: rape, strangulation, stealing women's clothes, stalking, and they did not lock this motherfucker up.
How? What?
And this is where we're going to end for this episode. Again, this is going to be like a 2 or 3-parter. But that is the end of the first episode. I think I have given you guys plenty to think about, stew on. We will pick up with episode 2, part 2, next Monday. And this is going to start getting rough. Like, this was kind of rough enough, but this next episode is going to be really deep, really
These
detailed,
people make my
really rough.
Rich.
Yep. So thank you guys for joining us. We appreciate it. We are seeing you guys listen to us all the time now. Constantly every week our numbers are increasing, so we like to thank you for that. Again, I do know money is tight, but if you guys want to subscribe to the Patreon, it is patreon.com/hauntedandhomicidal. You got free shit. You got free shit. We've got book reviews that are coming up. We've got Courtney hasn't even bought the book yet, apparently. I'm only like halfway through it. I got
no money for these books.
It was like $10.
I'm a broke ass bitch.
Okay, well, I will read it and then I'll let you borrow it.
Okay.
I'm almost done with the first book. It's really good. It's pretty good.
Okay.
But we'll have that. You guys can always find us on Facebook. Facebook.com/hauntedandhomicidal. That is where you're going to get your pictures, your videos, your link trees to our stories. Yes. Like, if there is a book about a story and we talk about it, we'll link it. Like we did with the Clown Motel. We linked that book.
We did?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you sent it to me, so I put that link on there because we talked about it. But that's where you're going to like see some of the pictures, of what we're talking about for that week. You'll also get to see Meeps. She's sleeping right now.
Yes.
Yeah, she's sleeping. She had a rough night. She didn't sleep well. She was up and down all night. So I was up and down all night. Aww. And like, I didn't want the blanket on me because I was warm. And she likes to sleep under the blanket. So like, every few minutes she would be like scratching at my shoulder or my back to get under the blanket that I wasn't even laying under. I'm like, no blanket, Misha. Lay down. So she'd like get mad and circle the bed like 2 or 3 times and lay down. But she doesn't like being under the blanket if you're not under the blanket. And I was too hot. I didn't want to be under the blanket. You guys can also find us on Gmail, hauntedandhomicidal@gmail.com. Email us your suggestions, any stories that you guys have of creepy stuff that's happened to you, or if you've somehow been wrapped up in like a murder investigation.
Oh, my friend said if she's ever murdered, we have to cover her story.
Oh. Okay.
I said, okay.
Cool. And she's going to have to like put it in a will or something that we can have access to all the police files and everything. So we'll do it. Oh, speaking of, we'll do that next episode because it's a paranormal thing about Morgan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I forgot to talk about this time.
Yeah.
But it was a paranormal.
Yeah.
But anyway, we thank you guys for listening and tune in next week for the remainder of this episode. But also Thursday for our haunted
Spooky.
our pooky. Okay, love you. Bye.
Bye.